away to actually process 2023 than to do with you guys. Things I couldn't even imagine doing, I did. Lost friends, made friends. Just a mix of like both good and bad energy. Welcome back to her video, and yeah.
The first quarter of 2023 was getting my mind right. I even started boxing, crazy. And I also started prioritizing my college friends because like I knew I was gonna miss them. But like the main focus was just getting that degree.
I graduated. And I put that on my vision board because I wasn't sure I was gonna graduate, and I did, and I was so grateful, so thankful, so happy. Like I was just elated that I was finally no longer a student. So the second half of my 2023 was working on starting my own business. Even though I didn't know how to start, I really wanted to get into meditation. I really wanted to stay more consistent with the gym. So I'd be like, shut up and go to the gym. Like I have like a portion of my vision board that says like, shut up and hit the gym. And just like more money. I did want to like get a job, like my big girl tech job. I did achieve a couple of stuff on this list. I did graduate. I focused more on my mental health. I started going to the gym a bit more often. I feel like 2023 was like a very testing year for me. I felt like horribly sick, bro, and I don't even mean like it's kind of sick that you're like, bro, I don't know if I'm going to make it, bro. Like I don't know if I'm going to make it. But then I feel like that illness kind of like pulled me through and just like made me more stronger in terms of like myself and being able to like when life literally throws you down and guts you, being able to pick yourself up. So I was really happy about that.
Just no, you don't need to kiss it again. Just move your hand out of the camera. 3.
Yeah.
3, 2. Why are you so slow?
And then I had to move from Michigan to Dallas, which I would say is probably the best thing that has happened to me since moving to Michigan. I would say like that was definitely the best thing that happened to me. I feel like God really just needed me to get the heck out of Michigan. I did get like this one big interview for this job. I didn't get the job, but I think just the opportunity to be noticed by such a huge company in 2023 was just like, okay, like I may not know what I'm doing, but like the right people are finding me, you know? Another thing that I had on my vision board was like finding love. And no, we haven't found love. And I feel like I know that like God's timing is the best, and He has specially made my person for me. So I'm not really stressing, but I'm also not like staying at home hoping that He finds me, you know? Like I'm just like putting myself out there and just like doing me, betching myself and just waiting for Him to come. I have very intense anxiety sometimes, like especially when meeting new people, and I think this year kind of allowed me to just like get over myself, like really, like girl, nobody cares that much for you to be breathing so hard. I really wanted to start YouTube, but like I didn't want to start YouTube because I wasn't consistent enough on my TikTok and Instagram. So I made a deal with myself, which sounds crazy, bro. Like I made a deal with myself. I was like, bro, like if you could stay consistent, TikTok and Instagram, then you can start YouTube. And I did start my YouTube because here you guys are and we're talking and chit-chatting. I also really wanted to work with brands. I really wanted to put myself out there. I really wanted to like grow in terms of like quality of my content and also like my following, but like that wasn't necessarily like my main goal in terms of growing my following. If I focused on, you know, creating quality content, then the hope was like the followers would come as well. I really wanted to just like put myself out there in terms of brands, so I joined like a bunch of like platforms. And one thing I've come to realize about those platforms is I really wanted to make sure that everything I do, I put in my 100%. So at first when I started the platforms, I was really more so like, oh, let me just get as much PR as I could possibly get. But like I didn't really see the use of some of these PR. And then like when they said, oh, make a video on it, and I'm like I don't really like, how do I portray myself and how do I portray this product in such a way that it was a lot, but I kind of like dialed that down. I've kind of like, you know, cut off using these platforms and just more so if I do use the platforms, I look for like specific products that I personally see myself using. So I want to go into my personal life right now. Personal life was let's pull up that vision board. So personal vision board, I did have like 2 I did have two goals, two different vision boards for the different quarters of the year. So the first quarter of the year was more so focused on graduating, you know, just like putting myself out there in terms of like my career and stuff like that, and just like taking care of like my mental health and all that good stuff. So that was what I did. I'm just like very, very grateful for this year. Grateful for the opportunities, grateful for the learning lessons, just grateful for being alive and like, you know, being healthy. Learning more about myself. I feel like each year I learned so much about myself, but like this year, most especially because I feel like at the start of the year I just like I didn't know what was going to happen, because I knew, like, you know, before you graduate, it's like you have this routine, like you go to school, you get work done for school, you probably have like a part-time job you're doing, do that, come home, like that's it. So like I was so nervous graduating because I was just like, wait, like I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I didn't have an internship I'd done before I graduated. So like I literally had no backup, and I've never not had a backup in my life. So that really scared the frick out of me. Like I wasn't processing. I don't think I fully processed graduating, just because like it went by so fast, and like school went by so fast, graduation went by so fast, being done with school went by so fast, like everything was just like moving, and like I just felt like I was stuck. And then I kid you not, after a while, like after so many like multiple breakdowns, trying to figure out like what life was going to bring for me, when I tell you that I spontaneously would get inspired every day. Like I would have a new idea every single day, and I would just like push with the idea, and like it would come out to be something really cool. Now that I sit down and like we're going through 2023, you know, where like I'm revisiting or reviewing my 2023, I strongly believe that God didn't want me to get like a job straight out of college. And I know it's crazy to say something like that. Why I say that is like if I graduated from college and then I went straight into like work, I would never have been able to tap into this creative version of me, or just like being able to see so many layers of me in like this journey that I'm going on. And I think also like 2023 definitely taught me like the art of patience, the art of just like seeing things through, the art of not giving up, just the art of just putting your best foot forward and putting your best foot forward to the universe, and just like putting the rest into God's hands. Like, so I would definitely say like a big shout out to 2023. I couldn't have done it without you, babes, and I'm so excited for 2024. Deep down, I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a